Hey guys, Coach Brandon Krause. This weekend, I think a lot of us saw somewhat of an upset. Anthony Joshua getting starched by Daniel Dubois with a straight right hand as he was, honestly throwing an uppercut from too far away and without his hands up, right? And that hands part is what I want to talk about. Hand positioning, and especially during the commitment, during the act of throwing the punch, where should your hands be, all right? So stay tuned. All right, so, first day in the gym, you learn where to keep your hands in that guard position, right? Protecting your chin from your opponent, elbows in, hands up, meaning defending that chin, right? But when you start throwing punches, you got to realize that your hands still got to be up, at least the hand that's not in the act of punching. And a lot of people have questions of where that should be, all right? So my hands are up because I'm not throwing any shots, right? But let's say I were to throw a straight right hand. I know you see that opening, right? I know you can see right down the middle that I'm wide open for a shot. Or if I threw that uppercut like AJ, and I could walk straight into that right hand. If I threw a left hook, and even though my hands are up, if I don't do anything different, if I treat them arbitrarily, I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to walk right into a shot. So your guarding hand, your defensive hand, has to adjust to where your opponent is relative to you during the act of commitment, all right? So let's say Toby and I were boxing, and let's say I wanted to throw a left hook. And it's true that when I throw a punch, I'm open, right? That's just how the name of the game, right? But I want to limit that. And what I want to do is I want to think of the worst case scenario. And this is what it would be. If I were to throw a left hook at Toby, and he were to throw his own left hook, and I walk right into it, it's curtains, it's lights out. If I was like Anthony Joshua, and I committed to that right uppercut, and he were to throw a straight right hand at me, boom, I'm walking right into that, and I'm going to sleep. So if you want to put your hands anywhere, start with that worst case scenario, right? So now I'm going to throw that left hook, and I know I definitely don't want to walk into his left hook, so I'm going to keep this right hand in a position to defend it 100% of the time. So even as my body is rotating, my guard is staying in position to defend me from that shot. Likewise with that right uppercut. When I throw it, I know that the last thing I want is to walk into that straight right hand. So that's the shot that I'm going to choose to put my hand in order to defend. Bang. Doesn't mean he won't get off another shot, but it does mean the worst shot I got covered, right? And because I have that worst one covered, let's say he doesn't throw the straight right hand. Let's say he starts, throwing left hook at me instead. I have the ability to adjust mid-commitment, right? Because I have put my hand in that advantageous place. Another example would be, when I throw the jab, I don't want to eat his jab, right? So if I threw a jab and he threw a jab at the same time, bang, I'm walking right into that. So if I have to pick a place to put my hand in the first place, I'm going to put it in defense of that. And now I'm picking that shot up. Again, it doesn't mean he won't throw a different shot. And I will have to make the adjustment to defend that. But it does mean I have taken away the worst case scenario. All right, Toby, thank you so much, sir. Again, wrapping it up, if you're going to put your hands anywhere, put it into position to defend that, and then always be ready to think quick, to react quick, to make a quick decision, because that's what the name of the game in boxing. He'll make the adjustment, and you got to make the adjustment too. Anyways, hope you liked it. Like and subscribe.